New Mexico's cannabis industry is booming after lawmakers legalized pot in 2021. But that wasn't all they did. That same year, they set out to automatically expunge thousands and thousands of previous pot charges and convictions. Since then, the state's courts have been combing through thousands and thousands of records, expunging charges that are no longer illegal under the new law. And they say they've made some progress.
So we've already expunged 14,000 records, actually above that. And those are what we call sort of the easy records, where it was just a criminalization record and, digitized, et cetera. And we could go in and remove that from a person's record.
But there are potentially tens of thousands of cases still waiting for review.
Where the charges were very clear that they involved cannabis or marijuana, we were able to proceed with an automated expungement of all of those cases. So that's kind of the easiest part of this lift for us. In that process, we identified tens of thousands of other cases that may involve charges that are eligible for automatic expungement under the Criminal Record Expungement Act. They will take longer because they'll require manual research and review to determine if, in fact, they involve charges that are eligible under the Act.
And this year, lawmakers passed a bill that seems to make the review of those additional, more complex cases no longer fully automatic.
The amended law clarifies that automatic expungement only applies to those simple cases, so where the independent responsibility on a state entity still lies with expunging those cases.
So what difference does it make? The original law focused on making the process automatic, and some advocates say it should be automatic for everyone.
I understand there are resources involved, the state has lots of priorities, and I don't want to discount that. But I think it's a mistake to say, oh, if we make this easy, that will level the playing field here, or just even things out. The difference between opting in and something being automatic is just massive, right? You lose so many people and so many of the benefits that come from that when you make people opt into something.
It's not clear if lawmakers intended to make the process no longer automatic for some. Debate from the Roundhouse shows different lawmakers were told different things.
I thought the person had to apply for expungement. Is that incorrect, Ms. Speaker and gentlemen?
Mr. Speaker, gentlemen, for anything that's legal today, it was always automatic and it will continue to be automatic.
Thank you, Ms. Speaker and gentlemen. I do not believe that was the way it was presented when we debated this.
To be clear, there is still a way for everyone to get their records expunged. But if you don't have one of those simple cases, it will be up to you to bring it to the court's attention. Still, this might not be the end of the changes. Some lawmakers say they might rethink the law once more in coming legislative sessions. Maybe this time with more funding to make expungements fully automatic.
I'm concerned that we may have, without meaning to, really slow down the process of expungement. The other thing is a lot of people may not care.
Others say it should be on each individual to take charge of cleaning up their own records.
Well, I think that's part of the consequences of being convicted. You've got to take ownership and you've got to clean up your own record or your own house. I don't have that record. I don't need to be paying for your efforts to go ahead and straighten out your life.
A fully automatic process might not matter for everyone, but some advocates say that if the state criminalized cannabis in the past, it's up to the state to do right by everyone with automatic expungement.
Automatic for some and not for others is a terrible system and a terrible way to approach something. But we've said, as a state, this is expungible for everybody, right? And we didn't say automatic while it's easy.
This is Curtis Segarra reporting for KRQE News 13.